Porsche will begin an app-based subscription service next month, joining the ranks of automakers experimenting with more flexible ownership models. This as ride-hailing and smartphones upend traditional auto retailing. The length of the pilot, called Porsche Passport, is open-ended and initially will be limited to just 50 people in Atlanta. That's according to Klaus Zellmer, president of North America for the Volkswagen AG unit. The first subscription tier starts at $2,000 a month. That allows users to summon one of 4 models on demand. Now, for $3,000 a month, drivers get access to 22 different Porsche models. Registration, insurance, and maintenance costs are all covered. Those subscribers are still going to be on the hook for fuel. They can swap for as many different models as desired during the month as well. Think of it as old school Netflix, but with Porsches instead of DVDs. Porsche is looking for a way to reach out to younger consumers whose shopping and transportation habits have been shaped by Silicon Valley giants like Uber and Airbnb. It's following in the footsteps of GM's Cadillac, which just released its book subscription service. That was back in January. And Care by Volvo, which combines lease, insurance, and maintenance all under one monthly payment. We may actually be headed for a future where we no longer own a vehicle, but one is always available to us. And how awesome would it be to never have to worry about your car breaking down or having to get it fixed again? Get this, the Virgin Group has invested in Hyperloop One, the world's most revolutionary train service. At the same time, they've also agreed to rebrand the company Virgin Hyperloop One. With Virgin Hyperloop One, passengers and cargo will be loaded onto a pod and accelerated gradually via electric propulsion through a low-pressure tube. The pod quickly lifts above the track using magnetic levitation and glides at airline speeds for long distances due to ultra-low aerodynamic drag. Ever since the creation, Virgin has been known for disruption and investing in innovative companies. From their airlines to trains to their space line, they have long been passionate about innovation in transport too, especially the development of technology that could transform people's lives. This is just the latest example. Importantly, Virgin Hyperloop One will be all electric, and the team is working on ensuring it's a responsible and sustainable form of transportation. The technology for Hyperloop One is currently in the early stages of the commercialization phase after the successful completion of the world's first full-scale Hyperloop systems test at the DevLoop site outside Las Vegas. Now, that was earlier this summer. Branson was fortunate to visit the site and see firsthand the exciting technology being tested. He was impressed and now looks forward to helping turn this cutting-edge engineering into a global passenger service. The duration of the longest test so far has been 10.6 seconds with the top speed of 192 miles per hour. That's with a peak acceleration of 1.48 Gs. That's about equal to 0 to 60 miles an hour in 1.85 seconds. Projected journey times in the UK include Edinburgh to London in about 50 minutes. While other broadcasters and sports leagues dabble in virtual reality, the NBA is taking the plunge. It raced ahead of the competition last year by streaming weekly live games in VR, but now it's making its entire season immersive for League Pass subscribers. With the next VR app, you'll not only be able to watch 27 live games on your Samsung Gear VR or Google Daydream, but you'll also get access to something called the Screening Room. Here, you'll be able to pick and choose from every League Pass game in virtual reality. On top of that feature, well, they're going to let you select up to 13 NBA games to live stream on a massive virtual screen in VR as well. The NBA is also tinkering with the viewing experience. New features include live stats within the virtual screen. How that will work remains to be seen, but hopefully the infographics won't be too distracting, seeing as they're getting inserted within the field of play. A new point of view feature will also give you more control over the proceedings during the 27 live games, much like what Fox offered as part of its Super Bowl 51 VR suite. Now, if you don't want to fork out the $200 for a League Pass subscription just to watch in VR, not a problem. You can pay $7 for any game that you wish to stream, courtesy of the NBA's on-demand service. Schedule details for live VR games can be found at watchnba.com. And finally, happening in this week's What The? America came away with the win, but you wouldn't have known it from the first round of battle. Move Over Transformers' massive robots built by US Megabots and Japan's Tsutobashi Heavy Industries fought face to mechanical face in a battle to the death recently on Twitch TV, with the US taking the win over 3 rounds. And thank goodness they had 3 rounds, because round 1 is this week's What The? The fight was originally recorded in Japan in an abandoned steel mill and got so heated in the 3rd round that the bots knocked down sets, causing on-site commentators to frantically rush out of the way. Team USA used 2 different bots, one called Iron Glory for the first round and another called Eagle Prime for the second. Tsutobashi Heavy Industries fighting robot named Karatas was slightly smaller and a lot faster. All robots came equipped with their own arsenal of weapons. Iron Glory fought using paintball cannons, Eagle Prime fought using cannons and a chainsaw, and Japan's fighting robot used a half-ton fist, which gave it a powerful punch that decimated Iron Glory just after the opening bell at round 1. Now, robot battle winners were determined on whether the contestant's robot was disabled or destroyed, or if the pilot surrendered. In the 2nd round, the other Megabot's robot Eagle Prime went up against Karatas. The battle included Karatas trying to distract Eagle Prime with a pesky drone that it swatted out of the way successfully. The 2 giant robots then punched each other, but ended up getting stuck. Now, in the 3rd round, Eagle Prime destroyed Karatas using its massive chainsaw to cut open the robot. And in the end, USA's Megabots won the overall match. The Megabots team hopes this match will drum up enough interest for a new giant robot sports league that fights inside arenas and stadiums in the near future. To the makers of this duel, all I have to say is, what the? You could have made this so much cooler. In fact, you promised so much more than you delivered. Really, paintball guns on a robot? And the lame scripted sequences with the announcers really didn't help either. In fact, I want to throw my hat into the ring to be the announcer for the new league. I even have a name for it. We could structure it like Ninja Warrior crossed with BattleBots and have city qualifiers working up to a US Grand Final. Then the winner could move on to the World League. Let's try this out. Hello everyone, and welcome to American Megabots Warrior. Taking to the battlefield today, measuring 15 feet tall and weighing 6 tons. Out of the US, let's hear it for Iron Glory. And the competition, standing 13 feet tall, weighing 6.5 tons, it's the Tsutobashi Heavy Industries fighting robot. Give it up for Karatas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get these engines started. Iron Glory and Karatas go head-to-head right out of the gate. Karatas significantly faster at 18 miles an hour, meaning it has more momentum behind its punch. And Iron Glory is down. The trophy goes to Karatas. Thanks for tuning in to your weekly tech update. If you have a story you think I should feature on the program, well, shoot me an email, djraymcneil@gmail.com. Till next time, I'm Ray McNeil. Good night, world. Your weekly tech update brought to you by Holiday Home Care, Phillip Island, Victoria, Australia. It's your turn to relax.